And the hate continues. Um, Hate to see it. Not too surprised after after we saw Elon Musk play in our faces a few weeks ago uh, with the same idea, right? Check my recent videos if you don't if you're not following, but this one we're talking about protesters with Nazi flags are out in I think it's out in Ohio. Um, I think this is Ohio. Either way, I guess they get confronted by angry crowd, of course, um, and this is just where the country is, right? This is just where the country is. I'd like to hear those of you who are in support of this for some reason. I'd like to hear your comments, or for those of you who think that racism doesn't exist and and this country is uh, um, in support of everyone and all of the things that I'm just tired. This is this type of stuff. Just I can't even get I can't even wrap my brain around some of the things that I see because I don't even understand how these types of people are still walking around. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to. Next thing you know, I'm getting flagged or something. So let's just get right into it. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich of Black Men MC. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
I'm Kyle Linsky.
And I'm Paula Todi. We are following breaking news. Neo-Nazis bring their message to a busy spot along I-75.
Yeah, demonstrators and a banner were both spotted on an overpass between Evendale and the historically black village of Lincoln Heights. There was a swift response there. Local 12's Paige Barn has been in that area this afternoon and joins us now live with the latest. Paige.
Yeah, hey guys, the protesters have since cleared out as well as the counter protests. Just before 3, right behind me on this overpass, as you mentioned, there were about 13 people who were dressed in black, waving a white supremacist flag, and some of them had swastikas as well as carrying rifles on them. Now, shortly after, a counter protest of Lincoln Heights residents say they chased the protesters away, took the flag from the bridge, and burned it. Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies tried to disperse the residents, but they made their way to a Jeep they believed belonged to one of the white supremacists. They slashed the tires and the windows were punched out. Now, as a historically black neighborhood, residents add they will not allow hate to come in.
That's what Lincoln Heights is about. You hear a lot of things, but we're a community at heart, and a proud historical African American community. So things of that nature, symbols of that nature, don't stand here. It said, that's a symbol of hate. We're a community of pride and love.
We're working to find out if anyone was arrested. Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies were here, Evendale, Woodlawn, Reading, as well as Cincinnati Police Departments were here as well. Live in Lincoln Heights, Paige Barnes, Local 12 News.
All right, Paige, thank you for that update there. And new tonight, the Cincinnati NAACP is responding to this display. The group says, quote, "We will hold strong in our commitment to the unity and respect for all people of all ethnicities, religions, gender, age, and sexual orientation. It is well known that people receive messages and actions in different manners. The current executive orders and actions have angered many and emboldened others. This is not normal and should not be accepted as such."
And you know what? Good for them. Good for them for standing up for not only standing up for what's right, but it's like we live in this country where people are so quick to say it's freedom of speech and this and that, and that's fair. But when you come to a community and you're expecting a reaction, right? You're going to get that reaction. Don't come to the community. Stand in the middle of the black community with these flags that symbolize hate and racism, and expect us to just say, oh well, it's freedom of speech. We're just gonna be quiet about it. No. So I'm glad they stood their ground. I'm glad they took those flags and burnt them up. be careful, because the first thing I heard was that they were standing there with rifles, and people like that are quick to say, well, I'm defending myself, so I have the right to now use my firearm because these people are attacking me. Right. So I'm glad it did not get out of hand. Um, but this is what happens when the country has moved into this new movement, we'll say, um, that is all about spreading hate, and it's giving individuals like this a platform, or it makes them feel like they have a platform now, to come out and be their true selves. And in some regard, I actually like that, because I actually like to see people's true colors, so I know, whose house I'm walking into, or whose house I'm being invited to, right? Because there's times where we're invited over to a friend's house, a coworker's house, a friend of a friend's house, whatever, and they might be one of these people, covering their face, standing on top of this freeway, right? That might be they might moonlight as a neo-Nazi, and you have no idea who you're sitting there next to. So, like I said, on some respects, I actually, I like to know who I am neighbors with, or who I am coworkers with, or who I am trying to do business with, and so that's the silver lining of it all. Outside of that, I mean, I'm like anybody else. I don't want to see that, and that. I saw a video where they showed a couple of them, right? And they're just, God, man, they're always losers. They always look like losers at least. They just don't have anything else to do outside of, living in their mom's basement and coming up with these, ridiculous, or not coming up, but forming these ridiculous protests, and just wanting to, get their 10 seconds of fame. That's it. Right. But I'm glad that it was handled like that. You know, it got handled. Like I said, I don't want any bloodshed over this, right? If it's bloodshed, it's just not worth it. Right. Because they are ready. They are ready to use those weapons. And if they're crazy enough to stand out there with those signs and guns in hand, then they might just be crazy enough to use it, right? So we need to stay safe, but y'all, we'll stay safe out there. We just it's about to be interesting over, really for the rest of our lives. It's about to be interesting, because this is not something that's just going to go away. Not even, when this presidency is over, this newest election, or this newest elected president is out of office. It's still not going to go away anytime soon. So everybody just, be careful, and hopefully, we'll all move to another fad sooner rather than later, right? Because that's all this is a fad. This whole MAGA movement and all that, it's just a fad. All right. So, but yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. It's Ricky Rich of Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.